Peace, peace, beautiful beings, and welcome back to my channel. I am Coach V, and this is day 2 of me vlogging about my sea moss gel experience. Now, first, let me get the elephant out of the room. Yes, sis is still in her PJs. Yes, sis has her glasses on and not her contacts. And yes, sis eyebrows are not even filled in. Let me tell you what I did for y'all today. I brushed my teeth and I washed my face. And I came downstairs and said, after yesterday's experience, this whole sea moss gel experience, I got to do this like first thing in the morning. So y'all gonna get this first thing in the morning realness. You feel me? So when I do more content today, y'all will see me in my usual glammed up state. But this is early morning. At least I brushed my teeth for y'all. At least I gave y'all that and got the crust out my eyes and out the corners of my lips. So be real over chill. All right, so if you didn't catch the video yesterday, I will put the clickable at the end of this video. It was day 1, my first day taking sea moss. I was traumatized.com. I gave very real details, real-time details about my experience, about the things I've heard. So now today is day 2, and I'm doing 2 things different. One thing I'm doing different is taking this first thing in the morning, first thing, like first thing to get it out of the way. Second thing I'm doing different, I took 2 tablespoons of sea moss, like straight out the package. And the taste wasn't horrible, but the consistency did me in. Like it was an experience. So please go and watch the video to see how that went. So what I did different today was I Googled how many teaspoons it takes to equal a tablespoon. And it takes 3 U.S. teaspoons to make 1 U.S. tablespoon. So what that means is today I'm going to take 6 teaspoons of sea moss versus the 2 tablespoons I consumed yesterday. So we're going to just talk about it. I'm going to let you know about some things that I think I noticed differently waking up this morning, whether they're just in my head because I really want this to work or whether they're real life. I still wanted to share those things with you, as well as some other things that I discovered, doing my research even since yesterday. So I actually really cleaned the lenses of my glasses. So they are reflecting all the light, honey. And if I take them off, I won't be able to see. And I need to see me talking to you so that I know what I look like when you see me on this YouTube channel. So apologize for the glare, but you will be able to see my eyes and all my African ancestral dots. And maybe I put on some lashes today on my content I make later on. But this, honey, no shade, no tea. I got to get this out the way as soon as I think about it, before I get my day really, really going, so that I can feel accomplished and that I did the quote unquote most uncomfortable thing on my list of things to do first, which will in turn psychologically make the rest of my day easier. So any of y'all that studied business or self-improvement habits know what I'm talking about. All right, so again, shout outs to Healing Energy. Their website is here, www.whatsyourenergy.com. I was trying to be slick and read it backwards. That didn't work. And then this is what it looks like. So this is what's left after I took my 2 tablespoons yesterday. Don't y'all be talking about my blinds right here. I'm missing a whole blind, and I'm sure it's over there on the floor. So I will put that back up. But anyway, okay, here we go, because I'm stalling again. So again, even though I got the 2 tablespoons down yesterday, I'm going to see today if there's any better experience maybe for me breaking it down into 6 teaspoons versus the 2 tablespoons. Now, I feel like because they're smaller portions, even though they're greater in quantity, they're smaller in portion size. So I'm hoping that I will be able to chew and swallow quicker. And I know I'm saying chew, but it's a gel, right? But just the thickness, it makes me automatically want to chew, even though there's nothing to chew. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. All right, enough stalling. Here we go. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Just get a little mixation. So again, it still looks like applesauce to me. It does. It looks like a very smooth applesauce. You know how applesauce sometimes has those little apple beads in them, as I call it? This looks like a smooth applesauce. It still smells like SpongeBob under the sea, oceany. Ooh, why did I do that? It smells like an aquarium. And as you can see, like we have one, you see one aquarium here. Behind me is another aquarium. We used to have a pond outside. We just filled it in. And so I'm always around like fishy freshwater smells. But this is like ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, under the sea, cleansing type of smell, if that makes sense. All right, y'all, I'm stalling. Okay. So we have 6 of these to do to equal the daily portion amount. So here's one. And if you saw my video yesterday and I had a teaspoon, like it was a heaping teaspoon. And it was such a challenge. Oh, and I have my water. I have 2 bottles today. This one I already started a little bit, and then I have a fresh bottle here. So here we go. All right, here's one of 6. Well, go up. Okay. I think that if I stopped trying to chew it and stopped trying to like savor the flavor, it wouldn't be so bad. But I'm a foodie. So even though I practice intermittent fasting, even though I have days where I have no meat or even reduce the type of meat, I'm still a foodie. And it feels like I need to chew. I will say this though. That smaller portion is easier for me because I can get the gel down quicker. So because I'm trying to be fancy and just take the gel straight without mixing it into a smoothie or mixing it into some soup or any of the other suggestions that I found while doing my research, because I'm, being a G about this and just taking it straight, I think that those smaller portions are definitely going to be the way. However, I know me, so the longer the time I put between the portions. So let me get number 2 out the way and quit playing. So this is my personal jar. So yes, I will be double dipping my spoon because this is my own jar. And then I have to be aware of not cheating because baby, like cheating as far as getting a full teaspoon on the spoon. All right, so here's 2 of 6. Okay. Okay, I think that one went down quicker because I did less chews. I don't even know if I want to call it a chew. I'm more so, maybe I'm evening it out in my mouth. I don't know, because if you see here on the spoon, like it's kind of chunky. So like when I put it in my mouth, for some reason I feel like I'm smoothing it out maybe. Because there's nothing to chew, so I can't be actually chewing. But I am moving it around, I guess kind of trying to smooth the texture. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think it's making it worse. So here is number 3. I think we're on number 3 of 6. So while I'm lollygagging with it, I was thinking about this YouTuber that I watched, and I can't think of her name because I watched so many videos about this. But she was showing two different ways on how you can consume your daily sea moss gel. And the first way she showed just by taking it, the 2 teaspoons. And then the second way she showed is by putting it into a smoothie. And when she took her two, I don't remember if she actually took 2 teaspoons or she just took one and just told us, to take two. But I remember her like just eating it and swallowing it. Like, I don't remember her going through this whole rigmarole that I'm going through right now. So I don't know if she was like a sea moss gel G, or if she'd been taking it for so long that she had developed a process that works for her. I don't know, but we'll see. This is only day number 2 for me. All right, so here's 4 of 6. I'm laughing because I felt myself just holding the sea moss in my mouth. Like, after I'd mushed it around and smoothed it out, I was trying to convince myself just to swallow it and get it out the way, and I was scared. So it was sitting like right at the back of my tongue, the very top of my throat. And then I had this idea of, when you cough up phlegm. So then that stopped me from swallowing it. And then I had this idea of the slimy stuff that comes off of slugs and snails. So that stopped me from swallowing it. So those were the thoughts I was having, which are not conducive to getting this stuff down. So don't do that when you take yours. All right. So here's 5 of 6. See, my teaspoons don't be level. So I think I'm taking more than the recommended. I think I'm torturing myself because this is more than a teaspoon. Y'all hear me making excuses now? Okay, I didn't play with that one long. So that was 5. And here's my last one. 6. So again, 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. So in order for me to take my recommended 2 tablespoons, I had to consume 6 teaspoons. So this is 6 of 6. Okay, we made it. So this little thingy, do you see it? Let me see. See this little thingy was in there. So maybe it's a piece of sea mossy stuff that didn't grind all the way up. Too bad, so sad. You were dismissed because I know I took more than 2 tablespoons. Okay, you see how quick I'm trying to put this lid on? Because we're done with this for the day. I think though I'm going to need to order some more because I'm looking at the what's left in the jar, and I'm feeling like I don't know if this is going to last me for 7 days for me to see, do this 7-day thing. Now I definitely want to do more, but I figured because I be tripping sometimes that if I start with 7 days consistently, then I would be more inclined to do more, and give it time to get in my system and see what's what. So here again is the container. She's on Instagram, Healing Energy, but the website is www.what'sYourEnergy.org. Again, great experience. Order came out pretty quickly. Easy to navigate website. Let me just say this. So I'm talking to you all and I'm watching my neck, skin. I'm watching my arm as I'm, placing them up here. Now, mind you, as I told y'all, this is early morning realness, but I'm just loving the moisture and the sheen of my skin. I'm just loving it. Yeah, my elbows. I don't know why elbows and knees get dark. I'm sure there's a scientific reason. But you see it's dark, but it still has a sheen to it. Like I just love that. But anyway, okay, so this is day 2. And I began taking this as I was supposed to be telling y'all while I'm taking it, why I began taking it. But girl, I don't know. I gotta, maybe I'll be more seasoned by day 7 on how to talk and just do that. Again, as I said before, it's not the taste per se. I'm pretty cool on unusual taste. It's more so for me the consistency. It does have a very freshwater, oceany, SpongeBob-esque vibe, but the consistency is what's like for me. So, but I will like. I don't like custards. I don't like just that all that thicky stuff. I don't even indulge in stuff like that. So maybe that's why I'm having a challenge with the sea moss. But if you're watching and you like custards and stuff, maybe that works. This is nothing for you. So I want to drink my 2 bottles of water. I wanted to drink at least 4 bottles of water yesterday, but I think I made it to 3. I was running around so much yesterday, and it was the first day back home after an anniversary weekend, and I think I was knocked out sleep by 9 o'clock, and I didn't wake up till like 2 a.m. So, and then, mind you, I was knocked out sleep downstairs on the couch. I had to go upstairs and get in bed and do that whole routine. And I'm up sharing with you all day 2 of my sea moss gel experience. But the main reason why I started to take it is because as things go, physically we get older, right? And things in our body start to change, whether we want them to or not. And if you pay attention to things going on in your body, you start noticing differences and changes. And one of the things I've noticed for me is that when I consume too much salt, or maybe even sugar sometimes, I definitely sugar crash. So I've been weaning myself off of eating so much sugar. And that process has taught me that sugar's in everything. Like I knew that, but I like know it now because I actually pick up labels and read. And one of the biggest things that was affecting me was I eat a lot of vegetable salads versus fruit salad, right? That's what I'm telling you. So I eat a lot of vegetable salads. Look at that ash. I told y'all getting early morning realness. But anyway, I eat a lot of vegetable salads and I used to drown my salads in dressing. And I mix dressings. So my usual go-to dressings were Italian, ranch, and French or Catalina, whichever I could find. I found out through process of elimination, like I ate 3 salads and did this test, that Catalina or French dressing has so much sugar per serving. And because I'm drizzling the dressing heavy-handedly, that was too much sugar for me to take, too much sugar for my body to break down and process. And I noticed that when I used that dressing specifically, and the amounts that I was using it, that was causing my sugar crash. Blew me away because from young, I've been consuming that red dressing, right? When I would go to restaurants and order 2 dressings, it was always French and ranch, or Catalina and ranch, or Russian and ranch, like whatever they had available. So that made me more mindful to, first I just reduced the amount of dressing I used, and then I went to completely just eliminating it. So I haven't had red dressing, either French Catalina or Russian, probably in about 3 months now. And I've been using Skinny Girl dressing. I've used their balsamic raspberry or something. It's really, really good. I have to actually go back this week and stock up and try other other flavors. But yeah, I noticed that. But then, so again, and a lot of salt, my ankles swell, and that's not good, And it's just it's so weird. Like I just noticed these things happening within the past year, and so in May I just turned 40, and I do these mantras and repeat these affirmations, over myself every day, and it's just amazing to me how much that can have an effect when you get the mental together, right, over your physical. But like I had a weekend of debauchery. I ate 4 or 5 meals a day when at home I don't do that because at home I practice intermittent fasting. The anniversary weekend I clown. I ate so much food, had a little bit of my Parmesan because I'm not a heavy drinker, so I really can't blame the Parmesan. But I am aware that I ate so much. My eating habits on vacation this weekend were totally different from my eating habits at home every day, practicing intermittent fasting, eating less, watching how much meat I consume. I acted thefood.com this past weekend. And what happened? My ankles and my feet swell up. But I knew that I ordered the sea moss gel prior to leaving for our anniversary vacation. So I entered this weekend into like, oh, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. This is our anniversary weekend. And when I come home, the sea moss gel should be there. So we're going to start this new routine, continue walking, see what's going on. So, and not to mention, we were doing karaoke and dancing and shooting pool and going to the outlet mall. So all that movement and activity, I'm sure, did not help the matter of my swollenness. So everything is going down even already just from being back home for 2 days. So it hasn't even been a full 2 days. Um, Watched what I ate yesterday, practiced my intermittent fasting yesterday, and the only meat I had yesterday was I made tuna salad. So that's what I had. And I didn't even have bread with the tuna salad. I had some focaccia style crackers or something like that. So this is day 2. I've taken it. This video is a little long. I'm not editing it. Y'all getting all this early morning realness. Um, I want y'all to hear everything that I said. So this is what we rolling with. This is what we rolling with. So I started taking the sea moss, as I mentioned, because I wanted to see how it would benefit me. I see what other people have been reported as far as benefits, but for me specifically, I wanted to reduce inflammation in my body. So continue my increased water consumption, continue my cardio, continue my IF, and then add the sea moss to it. And my intention is to, over time, get to the point where, since I'm getting my 92 of the 102 required vitamins and minerals to sustain this body from sea moss, over time, I would like to transition to a point where I go to no meat altogether, or whether I reduce my meat to maybe 2 or 3 days a week, and then the rest of the week consume fruits, veggies, sea moss, water. I'm really, really interested in venturing off into that type of eating habit and eating lifestyle. I'm just finding my way. I'm just seeing what works best for me. So the sea moss is to help me reduce inflammation. I hear it does amazing things for skin and hair. I hear it does aid in weight loss. So those are some of the reasons why I'm embarking on this sea moss journey. One thing I will say that I noticed today when I woke up, and again, I don't know if it was all mental or if it was really an experience from that dose of sea moss yesterday, because I'm assuming because it's in gel form, it's going to work quickly, right? I woke up very light, very peaceful. It was kind of like a Disney movie. You know how when the princess is asleep and then the prince wakes her up with a kiss and she wakes up all, oh, I'm awake. It's really beautiful and dramatic and, oh, was I asleep type of energy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how I woke up today. I wasn't startled awake by my husband or startled awake by a noise or the TV being too loud or, you know, or me having a crazy dream or me having to rush to the restroom. I didn't wake up that way. I woke up very Disney princess-esque. Like, those are the type of vibes I had today. Like, good morning. morning, and I don't even say good morning, right? So I'm going to be mindful and see how I wake up tomorrow and share that with you all in my next vlog about my CMOS experience. I'm excited about the benefits from the skin because I feel already that I have really nice skin. I get it from my mama. Peace and blessings be upon her. So, and I'm sure that comes from drinking a lot of water and, just me watching my eating habits. Oh, and before I started, I'm going to hurry up and wrap this up, y'all. I'm so excited. So before I started my CMOS gel journey 2 days ago, I was taking iron pills and vitamin D pills every day. I was taking iron pills because my iron was low, obviously. And so when I would bump into things with my legs, I would bruise very easily. And it was attributed to my low iron. And so when I started to take iron pills regularly, so I see the timer still going, but my image is frozen. So I'm going to keep talking. There we go. So when I started to take iron pills regularly, I noticed that that condition decreased and sometimes eliminated, because there's some days I missed taking iron pills for like days and sometimes a whole week because I would just be so busy and knocked off my routine. So that's why I say that. But I'm intending to replace those regular vitamins with this CMOS because I'm getting way more benefit from that. So those are the reasons why I started taking CMOS. These are the things I'm looking for. Oh, and I'm also, okay, last thing for real, y'all. And I'm also looking to see how CMOS affects my scalp and my hair. So my scalp, I have patches of scalp psoriasis, and I've always treated the condition externally. So with a particular wash routine, a particular condition routine, hair oil that I would place, like I still to this day put something on my scalp, and I'll tell you in a moment, but hair oil I would put on my scalp when I'm doing my protective styles. And so one of the benefits I've also researched about CMOS is that it does help with skin, it does help with your hair if you put it in your hair, etc., etc. What I've done though, now that I'm ingesting the CMOS, this is day 2, I've been putting straight aloe vera, natural aloe vera in this little tube. I don't have it with me, but I got my hair braided, and so it made it easier for me to just go down the parts and put the gel in from the bottle, the aloe vera. And that's what I've been doing. And I've noticed the difference as far as moisture. And I've been doing this for like a week now. So I've noticed the difference as far as moisture. So like yesterday, I was running around, did not treat my scalp at all. And by the nighttime, it was so dry. The difference is, though, it was dry versus patchy, flaky with my psoriasis. So I have noticed that difference. So I'm interested in seeing what the combination of the CMOS gel internally and the aloe vera externally, what that will do along with my regular wash routine. But so my wash routine to stay the same, but the oils I used to put on my scalp, I'm doing straight aloe vera, and we're going to see how that works along with ingesting the CMOS. So, okay, y'all, this video is way longer than I intended. As I mentioned, I ain't editing nothing. Y'all gonna get this early morning realness. And let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you tried the CMOS gel, if you will try it. Let me know the results you've had, how long you've taken it. Was it a lifestyle change or was it a temporary challenge? Like, let me know in the comments what you think and what types of little tricks you do to take it easily. So for me, I'm going from the 2 big teaspoons or tablespoons to the 6 teaspoons. And tomorrow I'm just going to be more conscious of taking them quicker versus how I did today. All right, y'all, let me get myself together. I got some orders to process. I will be back recording some more content on this channel and talking about mental health and healing, because July is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. So I will be going in the entire month of July. And I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure that you click the notification bell so that you're one of the first persons to know when I upload new content. You can look forward to content all related to mental health and healing without medication. All right. So yeah, see you next time. Be blessed.